Hello, everyone. As you probably already saw Jay Marmon's tweet, we have bingo coming into Skyblock, and it's going to be a monthly event where at the start of each month, we're going to compete for 7 days to complete as many bingo challenges as possible, gain points, and purchase different items from the store with the points. I'm not gonna go over the points or too far into rules. We probably already seen that it's gonna be an Ironman profile, no jump shop. I'm not entirely sure if you're gonna be able to get the minion upgrade or talisman bag upgrades, which are free and don't cost gems. I know that we probably won't be able to buy anything with bits, or if we can, cookies are probably not gonna be worth it from the Ironman profiles, even if you can buy this, because it says no bazaar, so I'm not sure. But the main reason you want to do these is because of the 2 talismans. Quite a bit of bingo points. I'm gonna take a couple bingos to get there. The card, I will go through all the challenges. I have prepared a decently constructed guide of what my view of the bingo event is. I'm gonna lead you through that. So let's start with this notepad that I made. I'm gonna link this in the description. One of my kind moderators is making a spreadsheet from all this, so it's probably gonna be even easier to use once you do see the video. But for now, we're gonna use the notepad. First, I outlined important skills and stuff that you gotta do to kind of set yourself. Honestly, just work these in between, and then the direct path of all the things you should be doing is gonna be here most in the combat section. But for farming, important is silver medals, bronze medals, and the tickets. This is exactly enough to get a dirt 1 seed bag, pumps, and the 3x3 hoe. I'm pretty sure we're all gonna be making the sideways farm design, so I'm not sure if you need the 5x5 hoe. I think it's 3x3 is more than enough. But if you are gonna be making a flat farm with just holes with water, 5x5 is probably better, but you will need an extra silver ticket or a medal. Next, you want 1k mushrooms. This is probably gonna be once you do unlock the desert island and get these mushrooms with a harvesting 5 hoe. Make sure you're getting the ground ones, because that is way faster for collection. This will unlock you the ability to fly to build the farms in the first place, because flying is very convenient, and that 1000 mushrooms is definitely worth the time. And that's it, pretty much. That's all what farming needs. You build the farm. I will go over what exactly my thoughts are for the farms later, but let's move on to mining. Don't forget the mining daily heart of the mountain mining things, like the 4 tasks, the fetcher for powder and money, which is really important, puzzler, easy powder, bednom gives you a bunch of enchanted titanium and enchanted mithril, which you can use to get your titanium pickaxe early on and get some money from the mithril. Don't forget to do these doing double powder, because of course that's how you get the most. And for cobble generator, you're gonna need a cobble generator for the super compactor, and you're gonna need a redstone block, but I'll go over that later. Also, if you can push mining overall, just doing mining towards the end of the event, because you don't really need it doesn't really unlock anything, to be honest. Money is pretty bad. You don't need any of the items that comes from the Dwarven or Crystal Hollows, so I would not bother with just going straight to mining, because you won't get anywhere, trust me. Oringo is pretty useful for pets. This is pretty much all where foraging comes into play, just getting the pets like lion, monkey, and giraffe. And we move on to fishing. Now for fishing, you're probably just gonna make a regular rod with angler, lure, and luck of the sea. The reason you want luck of the sea is because you might catch titanics, and you need a titanic. And when you get fishing level 10, which we should do on the very first day of bingo event dropping, because soon after the island for Jerry is gonna unlock, and you will get that winter rod, which will be the best until you get into lily pad rods. Angler armor you will get through fishing 10, and that's gonna winter rod with angler is gonna be best in slot, and you will unlock the better stuff from just fishing. So fishing's pretty straightforward. Next, enchanting. Pretty sure that still the best method for getting experience to enchant is lapis armor and mining emeralds. In between the spot where the diamond reserve and the emerald stuff connects in the the deep caverns. But once you do get access to the dwarven mines, just mining carts with diamond. There's a diamond and emerald cart, I'm pretty sure. No, there's not, but just mining emeralds from the carts, by far the best XP for your enchanting stuff. So lapis armor is actually important. Sadly, we will have only one experiment per day because we don't really have access to bits, right? I wouldn't bank on you getting a Titanic from experiments, as the maximum we will be able to get is 7 days if we pull through the crossover of the day. Don't bank on it. Next, Alchemy. Alchemy is pretty big in RMN, especially early game. You could buy Glistening Melons for 6.5k coins for 3000 Alchemy XP daily. So the shop limit, right? Pretty decent, honestly. Very fast experience. Just takes about a minute, to be honest, for 3000 Alchemy XP. Get you a couple levels early on for the longer potion effects. For mining, Spelunker, important, haste as well. Strength will come with Griffin because we will start on Diana. Remember, the mayor is going to be Diana. We will be able to get a Griffin straight away. Rush an uncommon Griffin with a Beastmaster crest. Common Beastmaster crest is enough. If you want, you can get an uncommon. Gets you some coins in the min while you're doing the event. Crit potion. One of the most important ones. Don't get scared by the 10,000 gravel. It's pretty fast once you start mining. And the new spider's den, it's with a golden shovel, really fast, trust me. Experience potions, not sure how worth it is, but it does exist. 25,000 lapis collection. If you do get to the point where you're not gonna bank on getting the Titanic bottle from fishing or experiments, you will probably get lapis for the Titanic and you will unlock the experience potion anyway, so that exists. Fire resistance for killing Baal, because you will need to kill blazes, and the best way is to kill Baal and it spawns a lot of blazes. So in my opinion, that is the best way, or at least that's how I have been killing blazes on my Ironman that I play on. It's pretty efficient. And water bottles reduce heat by 40. Have a bunch of those in your e-chest because we do have that unlocked early on. Next, Dungeon 5 potions are really good, but you need floor 4 completion. So probably getting carried as much as we do hate it. This is bingo. We try to get as much use as possible. I think we can throw all the dignity away or, through the window, and we just rush to the best stuff as soon as possible. But if you want, you can avoid that and just get your strength and crit potions manually. But this gives you crit 3, decent strength, some speed, archery, everything you need. Pretty expensive, 25,000 per 40 minutes of duration. But after we do get 1 million in the bank, that's gonna last us for a couple days, and we will make money along the way as well. Mining pumpkins are not worth it. Honestly, they're really not. Then we move on to talismans. I looked through all the talismans. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss any, but if you do see that if I missed one, let me know in the comments. But these are pretty much all the possible talismans. We will have the spreadsheet. You'll be able to look through these. These are not in the order that you should be getting them, so read through all of these. I just kind of went through my talisman bag and just wrote the ones that it is possible to get. But you can get about 32 talismans, and there are a couple RNG, so 34 maximum that are genuinely worth it, besides the haste ring, which is right here. Talisman's pretty easy. Next, pets. Mark down all the pets that will be possible. Pretty self-explanatory. I think we all know where to find the pets. I'm not gonna go too in depth to not make the guide for too long. These are all the pets. You only need 6 unique pets, so it's pretty easy. Crafting pets is really not worth it. There's not a single pet that is genuinely worth crafting. It's just we have too little time to make our minions work, because we do need the minion slots for the rabbit collection, because for some reason 50,000 rabbit collection is a challenge. I don't know why, but it's stupid. But to get through this, these are the minions that you should be running. Tier 3 rabbit minions with enchanted charcoal for 6 days, and you need 9 of these minions. So while you're unlocking 25 unique minions, you will get some slots. Maybe from the community center you unlock another slot or 2, and run these minions for all 6 days, and you should be able to just barely make it for the rabbit collection. Storage boxes, small is worth it. If you have jungle axe, the medium storage is genuinely as far as you can go. Don't bother on the storage boxes. I think rabbit minis are pretty slow. Collect these twice a day, it shouldn't be a problem. But if you do place the minions and log off for a couple days, they will fill up, so you might want to focus on medium storages a little bit. Next, redstone. Redstone is important. We will need a block for the super compactor and the 11th, I forgot how much redstone that is, but on level 11 you unlock a giant accessory bag which will hold 27 talismans, which should fit all the talismans that you have. And if not, you can get a tier higher and that will definitely fit. It unlocks 33 talisman slots. And glowstone at the start, get a glowstone minion because glowstone is pretty expensive to buy from the builder, and you will need this for potions if you do plan on mining with the potions. Glowstone, get like, I don't know, half a stack of enchanted will be more than enough. It'll probably take you a day or a day and a half to get that from one tier 3 or tier 5 minion. Next, we move on to vital items. These are items, in my opinion, that you should focus on getting because these are gonna make your life just easier. These don't contribute to the challenges. It's just something that is gonna make your life a lot better on Hypixel. AOTE is very important. You will have to hand grind all the ender pearls. Trust me, it's not that big of a deal. It takes about 6 to 8 hours. Yes, it's quite a bit of hours if you don't play too much of this game. Maybe if you don't play too much, you can focus on getting just a grappling hook and using pearls for your traveling. But you will be grinding ender armor anyway, so you will unlock this along the way. Crystal armor is by far the best early mana set. Can leech dragons, ask some friends to play some dragons, or just be in the end lobbies. You will probably find people doing dragons. And 24 fragments will make you crystal armor, really good for races, so keep this in mind, really good for traveling. Next, ender armor is the best in slot for the end, of course. We will be spending quite a bit of time there as we do have a zealot task. Glacier armor in the early game is insane. Raider axe 2. Lapis armor for enchanting. Angler for fishing, as it's going to be the best set until we unlock salmon, which doesn't actually give more secret to chance. It just is giving you more HP. Maybe you'll even be able to craft a diver's piece or two if you get lucky enough. Winter's rod for fishing is important. Griffin pet is insane. Let me tell you, uncommon griffin will make your life 10 times easier. Artisanal short bow is just fantastic, as it is a short bow and we all love the juju. This is just a worse version of it. Rabbit axe is really important for that rabbit collection. Don't forget that it exists. It's really good. And all XP boost for the griffin. That's what I'm going to be doing. You could use a mining XP boost on a rock and just mine and use the commission milestones to level the rock. It gives you a lot of experience, but I probably will be playing enough to the point where I will level a griffin just from doing all the things that I want to do during the bingo, because I do play quite a bit. But for all you who play a lot less, maybe like 2 to 3, 4 hours a day, get a mining XP boost on a rock bed and do mining. Mithril, very easy. Next, items that are worth mentioning. Healing one is pretty good, pretty cheap. Actually costs nothing almost, just some wood. And Revenant Flesh. Rogue Sword is really nice. Straight off the bat you can grab this. Hunter Knife is great. Hold it in your hand while you're traveling and use Rogue Sword ability. Swap back to your Hunter's Knife. You'll probably be running around at 200% speed after like 5 minutes of playing the game. Radiant Orb is okay item choice. It probably will take you a couple minutes to get it. Some easy regeneration. And Jungle Axe for chopping wood to get the oak collection going. Next, combat. So this combat is more of a progression bucket list. Pretty much, you enter mines, you get a cleaver, then you go to the fields, get some wheat, get yourself the farming level to enter the desert settlement, get yourself a rabbit axe by taking a rabbit to Jake on a leash. If you want, you can watch some tutorials. The leash is just a slime ball and some string. Pretty easy to make. Costs only 1,000 coins, which you will get from a relic that you will collect straight off the bat. For those who haven't seen my early game Iron Man guide, I really do suggest watching it. It's gonna give you a really detailed progression path to getting your Glacier and Raider's Axe. Have a lot of tips, early pets, early money makings, everything. So if you want, you can. I really suggest watching it. I'm gonna link it down in the description. Make sure you watch that, because a lot of this progression path will start making a lot more sense if you do watch the video. You get a rabbit's axe, then you kill farm animals for XP. Not a lot of people know this, but there's so many animals in the barn. Killing them with a cleaver, you can one-tap these, multiple actually, with one swing, and they give half the experience that lapis zombies would give. And you can get combat 12 in about 20 minutes. It's really insane. I suggest getting the rabbit minions on your first day and the first hour as soon as possible. It's really important. You can grab your mushrooms for the soup. Also get your mushroom armor. I will be going for farm armor because I will be going into wheat contests, and those wheat contests will get me enough wheat just passively to craft myself farm armor. And for those who don't really know, it's in wheat 8, I believe, and it's as good as refined diamond armor. I forgot what it's called. Reinforced? I forgot. I really don't remember, but the diamond armor that you unlock that only gives defense. So I'll be going for a farm armor most likely, but mushroom is just as good, especially during nighttime. Kill lapis zombies for lapis armor, pretty self-explanatory. Go to the warrior mines. My guide will teach you pretty much the best way to go through this. The kill lapis zombies, go to the warrior mines, get glazeside, get Raider's axe, and then with that gear you can kill goblins. These make about 450,000 coins per hour. There will be a lot of AFKers, probably a lot of people killing goblins because of the bingo event. It's gonna be pretty crowded, but it's still worth it. Even if it is crowded, it is still worth it because the money pouches that these drop is really good money per hour. Take you a couple hours to get 1,000,000 coins, then you can complete the challenge and start spending those coins on potions, on maybe a stonk if you want one, just whatever you feel like. Mostly just some potions and the pickaxes and the dwarven mines. Next, you will get to go to dungeons. You can get carried or not, just unlocking. I do really suggest level 5 dungeon potions. You can completely skip this if you want to just get crit potions and strength potions yourself, but this would save you that step, those couple hours that it would take you to unlock the potions. Play archer with artisanal short bow, get carried through floor 4, get yourself get the level 5 dungeon pots unlocked, and you're pretty much set. Ender armor, you enter the end after you have your potions, after you have your glaze set and your Raider's axe. You're more than capable of one tapping at least a 4,500 HP Enderman. You get your Ender armor because those have the highest chance for dropping Ender armor. I do suggest going to 6,000 Enderman as soon as possible. Those drop more Ender pearls for your AOTE. And you will have to kill a lot more Endermen to unlock the AOTE. So you will definitely have extra Ender pieces. You shouldn't focus on 4.5k for too much. And then once you have your AOTE, you can get all the fairy souls. It's really worth it. You can finish getting all the relics from the spiders den for the extra money. And then you can kill the zealots if you want dragon armor and AOTD, which would be absolutely insane. AOTD is insanely good. It would be crazy for dungeons and just overall outside of dungeons. And crystal armor, I do really recommend. I know that a lot of you probably won't get this, but if you do, trust me, it's really good, especially for all of the races. And these are the challenges. These are all the solo challenges. These are the community challenges. Let's go over the community challenges first. I noted them from early to mid to late. I think OTM should do late bingo because you want to do your dailies, get a bunch of powder, and then once you have your money, you can buy the pickaxes, and then you have the armor to go into Crystal Hollows to kill all the mobs for especially Corleone, and you can complete all the missions easier. So this is late. The agricultural revolution, which requires you just to farm crops early to mid game. You should build the farm as soon as possible and get the hot potato book done quickly. Put it on your Raider's axe and just forget it that this exists. But if you want, you could do a little bit extra farming. The problem is replenish. You don't have replenish, so it's really not worth grinding it. Trust me, don't put in the time to grind replenish. The extra to be in the 1% is not worth it to miss out on a lot of other. Like if you're in the top 1% of the most crops farmed, you get 5 bingo points. But if you're just in 10% or 5%, I believe, you get 4, and that's fine. Trust me, having 4 points from all the community events is better than having 1 or 2 with 5 and then the rest really neglected. So don't focus on this too much. But I think, in my opinion, the best way to farm would be making maybe 1 layer of potatoes, farming it, replanting it every time with your seed basket. Make sure you don't miss potatoes, which will make your life replanting easier. And like I said, sideways farm, 3 rows should be the best for that. But the most convenient as well. And you will be more than enough to get all the potatoes and all the contributions for the both of the challenges. Zealots, pretty self-explanatory. You get your Ender Armor, Raider's Axe. You can start killing some of these. This is early game. Now Scarf is mid to late. The biggest thing is just getting a party. You got friends, right? Not a lot of us have those, but if you do, grinding Scarf will be extremely easy. And I wish you good luck with that, honestly. I don't know how am I gonna do this. Fishing, pretty much any stage. We will have Marina coming during the bingo event. Make sure you're doing every single event, as many as you can do. Experience is crazy. Having higher fishing level gets you higher level creatures, which means you get more fish, and you might even drop something like a phantom rod during spooky. And killing these enemies shouldn't be a problem, as you should be ready with your full salmon armor and a Raider's Axe. Solo challenges. Now Blaze Rod's pretty difficult. Killing Bal, it spawns blazes with a artisanal shorebow, should be good enough. But if not, probably going to the Nether Fortress and just killing blazes. I think that is going to be crowded. That is why I didn't state it. I want you to do Bal, because the main islands are going to be packed with people killing blazes for the 5000 Blaze Rod collection. Rabbit collection, the hardest challenge by far. You will need mostly minions and hand work with a rabbit axe to hopefully reach that 50,000. It is worth it, as this challenge does allow you to get a column and a row, which is 2 extra points, plus the challenge itself like 3 points. It's really worth to get it. You don't want to miss this, but it's by far the hardest one, and I really expect a lot of people to miss out on this challenge, especially if you have less time to play. I don't even recommend focusing this, to be honest. Rotten Flesh, kill ghouls for a couple hours, pretty easy. Titanic Bottle, Lucky Experiment, lucky from fishing. Worst case, you can just grind the lapis by hand at the end, maybe for the last day, and get the 6 lapis blocks. It sounds more scary than it actually is, don't worry. Hot Potato Book, I explained that one. Just build a small potato farm, maybe a layer. And Ember Piece, Magma Boss, reach level 3 in Slayer, pretty self-explanatory. All of these are easy, but the 12,000 damage, right? If you get a pickaxe and you use, let's say, Fierce Glycite armor, you can do like 30,000 damage easily with just a pickaxe to a Glycite. So this is gonna be really easy to do. Skill average, pretty easy. 50 Fairy Souls, pretty easy, I think. Talismans, Jacob's Ticket, yeah. 1 million coins by killing goblins, 500 HP. Growth 5, Glacier armor with some Fairy Souls, more than enough. Even just Mushroom armor with like 1 piece being Growth 5 will give you 225 HP extra during the nighttime, which will probably just straight up complete this day 1. Super Compactors, mining in the Combo Gen, can do this anytime. Minions, focus these on the start to unlock as many minion slots for the rabbit minions. Enchanted Book, get it from dungeon, from unlocking dungeon potions, or just by doing actual dungeons. Just the bank book and a free chest or whatever will get you that completed. Backpack is get it from the cows while leveling combat. That's my guide. As I do want to really mention, I do have the guide of how to play Iron Man right as you start. Trust me, it's gonna save your life. I really do recommend watching it. It is really old, and I don't have old as in bad quality with my microphone, but if you don't mind that, it has very relevant information still to this day, and I do really recommend watching it, especially for the bingos. Hopefully that helps. So that is pretty much what I figured out for the bingo. If you have any cool suggestions, leave it in the comments. I will leave a pinned comment with all the stuff I might have missed. I will also include the extra stuff in the new spreadsheet, and I will link down this note document, and I will link the spreadsheet and the video for the early game Iron Man guide in the description. So feel free to watch those. And I wish you the best of luck doing bingos. I'll see you guys in the next video. It was a pretty long one, so hopefully you stuck through. If you did, Comment YouTube frog. Have a great day.